So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the live room. You are here with me, Franz the Planet, as well as Trystan from
Walk These Scars.
So, as you would have seen last week's video, if you haven't, go check it out right now. You can pause this, go to the open another tab, like swipe or something, do it, and I come back to this after seeing their performance video. But we're back here tonight with Trystan, and he's going to tell us a little bit more about himself and where his vocal abilities come from.
Okay, yeah, this is a fun one. So I actually started playing around with vocals when I was about 12, maybe a little bit younger than that. And I actually, I got my first guitar at like 12 as well. And just learned how to play a shit ton of it. And throughout the years, I played around with vocals and dropped it again, then picked it up again, then dropped it again. And
A lot of broken guitars.
yeah. But yeah, dude, so
Sorry, are you nervous?
dude, I'm shaking, bro.
Can we get a wet towel here, please?
My
Someone.
football's doing this, bro. It's doing this, bro.
Ha.
And my other favorites, Infant Annihilator.
Oh, nice.
Which was funny. Applause. Applause.
Where's that sign?
Yeah, bro. Come on.
The year, Trystan.
I'm telling you. Yeah, dude. So I guess it kind of just went from we took a really long time to actually figure out what we wanted to sound like. There was a lot of stuff that was in an experimental phase for probably a decent 3 years of the band's existence, and a lot of that was just not really the best stuff. In fact, the stuff that you hear on our first EP, I'd Rather Die Than Become What You Made. A lot of the stuff that you hear on that EP is that was yeah, exactly.
Right.
Exactly, yeah. So we worked really hard to reimagine those songs, and a lot of those songs were reimagined mainly because Matthew Nyland had joined us, and he was like, no, these songs are whack.
You guys would have seen Matt here at the live room with 3s and 7s, Lorenzo and his other band.
Yes.
And yeah,
Yes.
it's good to have you guys back.
Yeah, so we rewrote a lot of the songs and went pretty much back to the drawing board with most of them. And about two years ago, I ended up sitting down and getting my first ever recording setup.
Okay.
It was just a very basic laptop and an audio interface. And I wrote a song called Cyanide Milkshake, or at least a demo version of it. And that song was a very significant turning point in the band's kind of life. And yeah, I guess from then, that was also Matt had played one of his first shows back with us after not being in the band for quite a long time, because he was like, bah. I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
Cheers, I'm going.
But I can.
Yeah, there was a lot of trial and error when it comes to the lineup as well. We've had a few members, but everything's super great now. Everything is where it's supposed to be, and yeah, I guess at the moment the current chemistry is I could kiss all of these guys. They're so beautiful.
They are very affectionate.
I'll take you guys home with me.
Get a room?
I'm sorry, it's.
I don't even need a
But yeah, man. Yeah, we wrote Cyanide, and then there were some other songs that came up out of the blue, and they were also just little ideas and stuff, and we kind of just sat down and we're like, no, let's actually make these proper bangers for people to listen to. And yeah, man, we wrote All the Same, which is also another really strong song that we have. That's actually the song that most of you guys do rowboats to.
If you've not seen it, go check out all of their live videos. You'll see people in the crowd rowing their boat, and it's become quite a trend. I've seen it at other gigs where you haven't been playing.
Yeah.
So and not just in Johannesburg, but down in Cape Town also. and that's fantastic. I mean, that's bringing something to our culture here in South
Yeah.
Africa and the metal scene, which we should actually turn into an industry, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
And we work together and we've got no gatekeeping. That's fantastic. But let's come back to a bit more information regarding your 2026 thus far. Because you know the world's been falling around or apart around us, but these guys have been on tour. Tell us a little bit more about what's been happening with you guys.
So we went to Cape Town to play Metal for Africa's Summerfest.
Shout out
And-
Patrick Davison.
Man, that was sick. That was sick. I don't think there's one person in this room who wouldn't agree with that. Yeah, no, that was great. Hey, it's a pity it was so hot there, but yeah, we pushed through it. It was a really great show. The turnout was amazing, and yeah, it was really just vibes the whole way. All of the bands that played that night were also phenomenal, and it was the first time that I had seen those bands, and some of those bands I had seen before. At the time of this release, we would have played July Jaw and Mayhem. Other way around.
2 events.
Yeah. Also Sonic shows. So yeah, looking forward to those. Those are going to be very, very exciting. I'm always excited to play those shows. I think we all are.
You guys are pretty popular at Sonage and Bailey's.
Yeah, those are two of our
you-
favorite
Yeah,
venues.
the
Yeah.
turnouts that I've seen at both those venues, especially for your crowd, the people standing in front for you guys, has been fantastic.
Mm.
What is your marketing structure? How do you guys get yourselves out there for the people to come like, walk these guys and let's go back to that show?
So we have a tendency of like making skits and stuff, and I take my hats off to like these beautiful boys over here because they're normally responsible for a lot of the ideas and stuff. And our social media game is quite on point. Thanks to Matthew.
Guitarists have all the time.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. But yeah, we really just try and make it a welcoming show, I guess. At least in terms of our set, we try and make it enjoyable, and you know, just as long as everybody's safe and having a good time, you know, like that couldn't mean more to us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's and we also really try to connect as well. You know, we try to talk shit with the people in the crowd, which sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Like,
Depends. Yeah. But yeah, man, like there's a lot that goes into it, I guess, but a lot of that is just trying to play the best show that we possibly can and present ourselves in the best way that we possibly can. I feel like that's a very important thing.
very, very, very important. I'm unsure as if the EP will have been released by the release of this video, but your upcoming at the time of the recording EP, you played 3 of the tracks on the last week's recording or last week's video. Tell us a bit more how does that roll from your first EP into the new one? Was there much of a metanoia shift, or is it very, very organic?
Look, a lot of that stuff is we had wanted to go into a certain direction for a while, and a lot of that was kind of a really slow build up, I feel. But yeah, we've wanted to do something that is a bit more aggressive and I guess feral in some senses, and just a little bit more heartfelt. So a lot of the stuff lyrically in the new EP is it's very heavy on the emotions, and I've tried to tap into a section of that which I haven't really touched before. And yeah, man, like we have a few songs at the moment that we'll play for people, and I've had 1 or 2 people come up to me crying and like, this is amazing, man, like this touched me, you know? Yeah, you know, and that's always such an amazing feeling as well. Like I love talking to people after a set and like just hearing their feedback and stuff. It makes my heart feel warm.
Well, that's great.
You know? So yeah, the new EP we hope is going to be a step in a direction where, you know, people are going to sit down, they're going to listen to it, and they're going to
Just
be
pause
like,
right quick. What is the EP called?
gulp.
We don't have a name yet.
We
No
don't-
name as of recording of. So what is it? No God's only
Actually,
this, God
yeah.
Forsaken, or Graves?
No God's only this.
Yeah. That's
That's the only one that we all agree on.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Fuck it, let's go with it.
But that also
well,
kind
it's
of
official here. With me, Franz the Planet, and Walk These Guys. Their new EP is called No Gods, Only This.
Really?
No.
We're releasing an EP.
It sounds fantastic. It's great. If with the more emotional side, and I mean that amazing feeling it must be when someone comes up to you after listening to your music and they're crying because you touch them in such an emotional way. Would that inspire you to write more emotional music, or could you take that emotion and turn it into a further aggression for your performances and your upcoming music?
Yes, yeah, definitely. We do want to. We just want to try and get our music to a point that it translates well and across like basically everybody with like most of the emotions that are on the spectrum. You know, whether it be through, you know, I kind of want you to listen to our stuff, and you know, if there's any kind of way that you're feeling, if you've got any like pent up aggression, if you have, you know, if you're grieving, if you're suffering with anything, if you need to sit down and take a minute away from life, like I want our EP to be that safe space that you can go in, you can sit down there, you can listen to it, you can cry if you want to cry, you can break a hole into your living room floor if you want to marsh in the living room.
You can do that.
You know, if there's
Build your rowboat.
exactly, you know, there's a lot of emotions that we want to try and tap into and translate that across during our live sets and through our recordings and stuff. So, yeah.
That's brilliant. That's great. It's so heartwarming to hear these things. And just before we start chopping it off or ending it off for this video, what is from Trystan on behalf of the band? What is the message from your side to the people out there?
So I guess just try to be the best person that you can be. And I know that this is something that probably everybody says, but I guess the main goal is to wake up and be a better person than you were, you know. Find a way to work through your feelings, and persevering and believing in yourself is one of those big things that, you know, I always say too, you know, you can always flow with the currents, but it's very difficult to flow against it. So yeah, just try to be the best person that you can be, and yeah, listen to our music if it helps.
Fantastic. From Walk These Skies, ladies and gentlemen, before we say goodbye, where can people find you, your ad handles, TikTok, all those things, and where can people buy some merch? Where's that merch box? Is it still in here? Give us a shirt or two there.
Oh shit, that's my call.
So you can buy merch directly from the box.
This box.
No, but we're on all platforms. We're on YouTube, social media. We're on Facebook, Instagram. We're on Spotify. We're on all the streaming services. Yeah, it's, I guess, just walk these scars, not walk these guys. Like walk these scars. Walk. I've had to explain that plenty. Oh. But yeah.
And on that walkies ending, ladies and gentlemen, it's been myself, Franz the Planet, with Walk These Skies here at Studio 31. Wish you all a wonderful evening. Thank you for viewing. Subscribe, links, things down below. We all love you all. Take it easy. Keep it heavy. And remember, let metal shape you.